Hi everyone, today's video is brought to us by Stationery Pal. They have provided me a discount code to give you guys, especially for their spring sale coming up in March. That code for 15% off includes sale items. So you'll be able to apply that code, which is the number 2 and the word tiny, and you'll be able to get a discount on anything you purchase from their website. Now, that is an affiliate link, so anything that you do purchase along with that code may also send me a small commission from this company as well. So the reason why I love Stationery Pal so much is they carry so many of my favorite brands, sometimes even things that I never thought I would have an interest in. They end up surprising me. So one example of that is you'll see I have several sets of the same brand. These are all Uni, and it is the company that originally makes like the famous Japanese red pencil that so many of us grew up on, the drawing pencils, but they also make pens. And in particular, I picked up the .38. In my last haul, I had picked up one pen and I tried it and it has become my favorite pen. It just glides so easy. It's so easy to write with. So that prompted me to go ahead and pick up all these limited editions that they have. Sometimes these limited editions are hard to find on the USA sites. So again, check out Stationery Pal and you'll see they have so many of these limited editions. We'll swatch these out later in the video. Also, in my house, I can never have enough scissors. So there's 2 different pairs here. I like this one for travel in particular, to keep in my different pouches for watercolor and things like that. This is a plastic scissor by Kokuyo, and it is so light. I can't describe how feather light this plastic scissor is. So let's go ahead and pop it open. It cuts it very easily. Wow. Who knew? So I'm looking for metal and I don't see any metal. I believe these are completely plastic scissors. They have little bitty teeth on them, very, very tiny. But yeah, I don't even think I could cut my hand on this if I tried. Very interesting. So this is the one in clear. They have several colors. Now the reason why I like this one in particular is you see it's black. So it has that special coating on it that's non-stick. So if you're cutting through tape on boxes or if you're cutting washi tape for journaling, these are great for that because the washi tape won't stick all over your scissors. So it has this material that makes it a little bit softer to grasp. So you can get long, straight cuts. It's amazing. So these are going in my kitchen drawer because I'm always running out of scissors in this house. This is a plus Norino pod. So it's 6 millimeters. It's a adhesive. So it's glue. So you can stick things down in your journal. But it's just a really cute way of having adhesive. So you'll see here, it has the words open and it has the words close. So it's very ergonomic. You can just hold it this direction and put the adhesive down, and that's glue right there. And then after you're done, you just close it. So when you're ready to start again, open and it clicks, push down and close. So it's almost seamless in the way you can do it to really be able to get the glue down in your journal really fast, since it's really made ergonomic for your hands. This little piece can come out and this can be refilled. pen here is Moomin, and my mother is a huge Moomin fan. I forgot what country, I think it's Finland, that Moomin is from. And so this pen in particular is for my mom. An Energel, and it's an 05 in width. I still will demonstrate how this one writes in a writing sample at the end of the video. Didn't expect this one to be this thick. This is called the Sarasa Dry, and it's in the drift grip, and it's a 0.4. So it has this really thick, soft grip here, which feels really good. The Sarasa pens, the plastic pens, do have a little bit of a cushion, but they're still a little stiff over time. This feels much softer than those. So I'm curious to see how this one writes. This is probably the fanciest Sarasa packaging I've seen yet to date. It's by Zebra. Again, it's called the Sarasa Grand, and it's in 0.5 millimeters. What I loved is just the style of this barrel is just amazing. So it's the same type of Sarasa gel ink that we just love, but it's in a much fancier metal body instead of a plastic body. Another interesting point about this specific one is the ink is a brown gray ink. So these Sarasa Grands come in some really interesting tones. And I thought with Hobonichi's release of the Rabbit Hobonichi Weeks and brown pens being really popular this year, I thought I'd show this one to those of you who really enjoy Hobonichi and might have those weeks or that journal cover that has the rabbits on it this year, the brown rabbits. And if you're looking for a brown pen, this might be the one that would fit the bill for you. These were interesting. They've been out for a while. They're called Monami Plus Pen 3000. They are a fine liner, but the type of tip they have is a plastic nib. So those of you that have watched my channel a while, you know how much I love plastic nibs because it's almost like a miniature version of having a miniature brush pen. And for small planners like A6 size or Hobonichi Weeks, this might be the perfect alternative that you've been looking for something that acts kind of like a tiny brush pen. So they have them in different colors. I chose the pastel kit, but they have many other kits available as well. Kokuyo has these cute little highlighters. They not only have a highlighter, they also have shapes. So these are the shapes that are on the tips of each of these pens, and we'll swatch those out in a minute. And then they also have just a fine liner on the end. Last but not least, this is something pretty unique to Stationery Pal. They have the watercolor pencils by Sakura. So if you have the watercolor set, like I do of Sakura, these watercolor pencils will match those. Now on the US sites, you can find them on Amazon and things like that. But I want to say when I looked at the prices last, they are like twice as much on Amazon. They're a fraction of the cost on Stationery Pal. So I snatched one up as fast as I could. So hopefully these are still there for you by the time you see this video. And I'll do another video in the future to compare the watercolor pencils with the actual Sakura Koi watercolors. So these Uni gel pens, all of the ones that I got are limited edition sets. This is probably my favorite set out of all of them. This one is called Friday Night, and it just has these beautiful, vibrant colors with the teal, the hot pink, and the purple. So those three are my definite favorites. Now you can get these in different widths as well. I want to say they also come out in 0.5 as well as 0.7. This next set, the French Antique, I thought would look really well in like a Traveler's Company notebook if you're wanting your handwriting to be real subtle and to blend in with the journaling and the stickers. The American Diner, I was kind of mixed on this one. The second color was pretty light in it, but I did really like the blue that was in this one. Now the High Color Modern, really love this green. The green and the purple, just these really vibrant colors. And then this very unique mustard yellow-like color. So these are what all those pens look like when they're bundled together. Their clips, those silver clips, are very flexible. They are great to put on a shirt if you have a pocket, or in a purse with those little, cloth areas to clip on. These clips are just perfect for that. Now, this other set is great for students, is the Kokuyo Campus Stamps and Fine Liners. Now, I'm doing this on Tomoe River paper, so you can see I kind of had a hard time getting the shapes to really show up well. And that's because on Tomoe River paper, the ink settles on the top and doesn't really get into the pores of the paper. So to really do it justice, I need to re-swatch this on like regular notebook paper. But I really love the fine liners, and I think these stamps will work great in a regular notebook. So here I've swatched out these three pens. Love the Zebra, all the Zebra line, the Moomin pen, all of them write just with such ease. They're just beautiful. So here's some more close-ups of the swatches. The Sakura watercolor pencils, I also compared with some of my Prisma and Prima watercolors. I want to say that these equal more of the similar grain as Prima, in which you will still have some lines left, which I like, which is why I use watercolor pencils with my regular watercolors. But in comparison to Prisma, it's not nearly as creamy. The colors of this particular set of Monami were a little light for my taste, but they do have other darker colors as well for those tips. This little pen holder, pen case, is also available on Stationery Pal, as well as all of these items. I have all the affiliate links posted below. Feel free to check them out. The sale is good through the month of March, plus you get an additional 15% discount with my coupon code, so make sure to check out that below, and I'll see you next time.